Hi there, I am Andrew D. Meredith, and I wanted to take the time to record a video that introduces you to me and all the books that I write. I'm a fantasy author, and I have 3 different series, and I wanted to give you an overview of all of those and maybe interest you in some of those that you might want to pick up now. So my primary series, my main series, the one I love the most is my Kallattian Saga. It's my epic fantasy series. There's a lot of political and religious intrigue. It is a classic fantasy with multiple points of view from a pair of mercenary siblings that are just trying to find purpose for their lives, a paladin that's called by his god to become his champion while his order collapses around him, and a physician who just wants choice in her life. But her great aunt, who's the head of their order, tells her that she has to take care of her in her old age rather than go to the university that she wants to go to. And she ends up finding a mysterious seed pod and accidentally wakes it up. Book 1 in that series is The Deathless Beast. And it introduces you to all the characters that you'll meet over the course of the series and follow, including those 3 points of view that we start off with, including a dark figure who is trying to kill the gods by means of a dark cloak of bones that makes him invisible to the pantheon. Book 2 is Bone Shroud, and it takes place in a winter-locked city that all of the heroes end up finding themselves in. Gloves of Eons deals with the fallout from the first 2 books and a bit of backtracking trying to figure out what went wrong. And then book 4 is Dread Knight, which finishes off the first arc of the series. And my fans that have read it have said that they think that this particular book really ties it up in a way that they're okay with waiting a little bit until book 5 comes out. My other epic fantasy series is the Needle and Leaf Trilogy. And I just finished publishing book 3, the final book in the trilogy. The first book in the series is Thrice. Thrice follows a father and son, Joven, a needlesmith, and his son Leaf, hence the name for the series, Needle and Leaf. It's a Slavic-inspired fantasy, and Joven just wants to provide a normal life for his son. But his son is magically imbued, and it should kill him, but it doesn't. So his dad takes him on the road to ask those that are chasing them to stop. Very nicely, and the hijinks ensue for 3 straight books. Speaking of which, book 2 is Fourscored, in which there is a dark coven of Vedmak wizards that want to take the little boy's magic, and the 2 of them find themselves in a city behind a siege and have to survive that. And then book 3 that was just released is Fife and Drum. I won't give too much away about that one. Suffice to say, it is the end of the trilogy. My 3rd series is a cozy fantasy that takes place in a Dungeons & Dragons inspired city, told from the points of view of retired heroes or NPCs or even dungeon owners. And the first book in the series, and all of them are standalone, by the way, is Quaint Creatures, Magical and Mundane. It's about Rick, who's a giant. He used to be a dungeon inspector, and now he runs a pet shop and veterinary clinic for magical animals. He solves some problems around town with the other employees that he has working for him at the clinic. And yeah, it's just a really fun, quaint, and quirky story in what I call the Sdieways Tales as a series. Now, in 1 month, the Kickstarter for book 2 is going to be launching. And book 2 is called Baker's Dungeon. 2 characters that you meet in Quaint Creatures are Rosamundista, who's a battle mage, and her friend Lily, who used to be her thief when they were running together in dungeons. They open a pie cart because Lily is a very good baker. And right now, Rosamundista is semi-retired while she's raising her daughter. And even though they're just selling pies, they do get involved in a lot of hijinks around town, as there's a guild that's trying to push in on their turf where they sell pies at. Anyway, thank you so much for listening through all of this so I could tell you about all the books that I've written. I've already written 2 more cozy books, so those are going to be slowly working their way through the process of publication to be seen next year in 2027. So you can find me at my website at andrewdmeredith.com. You can also follow me anywhere on social media at the same as the handle you find here, which is AndrewDMTH. You can find me there. And I hope you'll follow along and follow the campaign for the Kickstarter coming out, which is available through my link tree. And we'll just have to see where the future takes us.